What if I told you that the United Kingdom has quietly started moving military forces toward the Middle East, and most people don't even realize how serious this could become? Over the past few days, British fighter jets, naval warships, and military personnel have been sent toward key strategic locations across the region. On the surface, it might look like a normal military deployment. Governments often move forces around the world for training or routine missions. But this time, the timing is raising serious questions among analysts and observers. So what exactly is happening, and why is the UK suddenly increasing its military presence in the Middle East? To understand the situation, we have to look at the bigger picture. The Middle East has always been one of the most strategically important regions in the world. It sits at the center of global trade routes, energy supply chains, and geopolitical power struggles. When tensions rise here, the effects are often felt far beyond the region. In recent weeks, tensions between several countries have been growing rapidly. Military threats, missile tests, and drone attacks have become more frequent. Governments around the world are watching the situation closely because a small conflict in this region can quickly grow into something much larger. For the United Kingdom, the Middle East is not just a distant area on the map. Britain has long-standing strategic interests in the region. One of the most important is maintaining stability and protecting international shipping routes. Every single day, enormous amount of oil and goods pass through narrow waterways in the Middle East. These routes connect Asia, Europe, and the rest of the world. If conflict disrupts them, the impact could be immediate. Fuel prices could rise, global trade could slow down, and economies could feel the pressure within days. This is one reason why the UK maintains a military presence in the region. Another key factor is the role of military alliances. The United Kingdom is a close ally of several Western countries, especially the United States. When tensions increase somewhere in the world, allied nations often coordinate their actions to maintain stability and prepare for possible scenarios. That coordination can include moving aircraft, warships, and defensive systems into nearby areas. These deployments serve multiple purposes. They can protect important infrastructure, support allied forces, and act as a rapid response if the situation suddenly escalates. One of Britain's most important strategic locations in the region is its air base in Cyprus. From this base, British aircraft can quickly reach several parts of the Middle East. Fighter jets stationed there are capable of responding to threats, monitoring airspace, and supporting operations if needed. In modern warfare, speed is everything. Missiles and drones can travel long distances in minutes. That means military forces must already be positioned close enough to respond immediately. And that brings us to another major reason for the UK's increased military activity: the rise of drone warfare. Over the past decade, drones have changed the way conflicts unfold. They are smaller, cheaper, and harder to detect than traditional weapon systems. In many recent conflicts, drones have been used to attack military bases, ships, and critical infrastructure. Because of this, countries are investing heavily in air defense systems and rapid response aircraft. Deploying fighter jets and naval ships allows the UK to intercept potential threats before they reach their targets. But there's also another important reason behind these movements: deterrence. In international politics, showing strength can sometimes prevent a conflict from happening. When a country deploys advanced military forces, it sends a clear message that it is prepared to defend its interests and support its allies. This kind of signal can discourage hostile actions and reduce the chances of escalation. However, the Middle East is a region where situations can change very quickly. A single incident, a drone strike, a missile attack, or a confrontation at sea, can shift the entire balance within hours. That is why military analysts are watching these developments very closely. The presence of British warships in nearby waters also plays a major role in protecting maritime trade. These ships patrol important routes, monitor suspicious activity, and ensure that commercial vessels can move safely through the region. For a country like the United Kingdom, whose economy depends heavily on global trade, the security of these routes is extremely important. Despite the growing military presence, officials say that these deployments are primarily defensive. The goal is to maintain stability, support allies, and protect critical infrastructure. But history has shown that military buildups can sometimes lead to unexpected consequences. When multiple countries increase their military presence in the same region, the risk of misunderstandings or accidental confrontations becomes higher. This is why many experts believe the coming weeks could be crucial. If tensions decrease, the military presence may eventually return to normal levels. But if the situation continues to escalate, more forces could be deployed and more countries could become involved. For now, the UK says its focus is on stability and security. But in a region where geopolitical tensions have shaped world events for decades, nothing is ever completely predictable. And that leaves one final question that many people around the world are now asking. Is this simply a precaution to prevent conflict, or the early signs of something much bigger that could reshape global politics?